Greetings, I'm Michael DeSanto, and the host of this edition of Champion Chats, where we dive into proven success stories from around the fluid analysis industry. Today, we're joined by Tim Greenwood from Zachry Construction. Welcome, Tim.
Thank you.
Glad to have you joining us here on Champion Chats today. As a leader in the construction industry, can you share a little bit about how Zachry Construction has leveraged its fluid analysis program to truly maximize its impact on servicing more of your equipment?
So for us, by using fluid analysis, we're able to monitor not only the condition of the component on the machine, but also the condition of the oil. And so by monitoring both the condition of the oil and the condition of the compartment, we're able to extend some drain intervals on many of our compartments on the machines, which allows us to do a lot of different things by saving money on oil, by saving money on labor that it takes to go out and change the oils in the compartments.
When you think about the extending the drain intervals and some of the impact that that's had, can you talk about how that's also really helped you achieve better equipment uptime?
The fluid analysis itself is what really improves the uptime by knowing the condition of the oil, by knowing what wear metals, what contaminations inside the compartment. We're able to make better decisions. We can see these things coming, in advance of the failure. And so it allows us to prevent the unforeseen failures of components and compartments on our machines and eliminate the unnecessary downtime.
So we at Polaris Laboratories talk about the 3 Ps: proven impact, proven uptime, proven savings. What kind of savings have you realized at Zachry as a result of your commitment to fluid analysis?
Probably it's related to the downtime, the lack of downtime or the lower downtime that we have from being able to prevent the failures in the compartments. When, anytime we have a component fail, we tend to do whatever is necessary to get the machine back up, whether it's an engine failure, a final drive failure, a transmission failure, it really doesn't matter. Our goal is to get the machine back up and going so we can get it back into production. And then the other savings, again, is really related to extending the drain intervals and the savings that we have by not changing hydraulic systems. A lot of hydraulic systems hold, 100+ gallons of oil, and if we're able to extend the life of that, double the life, triple the life of the oil just by knowing the condition of it, then we're able to save that money as well.
So you talked a lot about what's been happening within your program, and your program truly kind of succeeds because of the team that you have. Can you talk a little bit about how you've communicated and educated about the importance and the value of fluid analysis to your team?
Yeah, so we talk about this all the time to our guys. Every Monday morning we have a Monday morning conference call, and we spend a lot of time. All of our guys are required each week to report to us the condition of their lube program on the job, and so they tell us how many compartments they have coming due in the next 50 hours. They tell us how many compartments they have overdue at the time. They understand how important it is. We make plans on that call. If we find out that we're several changes behind, or if we have overdue compartments on a job, we make a plan for how we're going to overcome it and make the necessary corrections. And then the other thing that we talk a lot about is the importance of really paying attention to the results of the oil analysis reports when they come back to us, and looking at trends and looking for the different things on the report. We have a lube program manager. One of his primary focuses is making sure that we're training our oilers, lube technicians out in the field to take clean samples, how to make sure that the samples that we send into the lab are a good quality sample that are representative of the condition of the oil and the condition of the compartment. He works a lot with the job site management to make sure that when we see different things on oil analysis reports, whether it's a viscosity issue or whether it's a wear metal issue or a contamination issue, he works closely with the job site guys to come up with a plan to prevent it from becoming a failure.
That's a really interesting story right there. There's a lot of great examples of being successful and how you utilize the information and communicate and educate the value of fluid analysis. Also, kind of thinking about your team a little bit and thinking about what you've been able to accomplish. I know you've been doing some very innovative integrations and usage of the data that you are receiving from the oil analysis reports. Based on some of those developments within your own program, can you share one recommendation on how other maintenance professionals can better manage their fluid analysis program to be more successful?
Yeah, so I think one of the most important things is making sure that the data that you provide to the oil lab is correct. And what I mean by that is oil type, compartment, manufacturer, all of the data that we send to the oil lab really guides the oil lab in the way that they look at the sample. And so if the data that we're sending them, if we're telling them that we have 30 weight oil in the compartment and it's really 50 weight oil, then you're going to get back a bad viscosity report on your sample. And so the data that goes in into the Horizon, I guess the Horizon database is critical. And so one of the things that we've done is we've integrated with Polaris and through our equipment asset management program in SAP, we provide the data through an interface and an API to Polaris on a daily basis. So SAP is really the record for us. We go in and we put all of the data into SAP for each compartment, oil type, compartment size or gallons of oil in the compartment, what micron filter it has, the oil description and the weight and viscosity. And then through an interface, we upload that two or three times a day to Polaris. And so if we go in and make a change from, let's say, from 30 weight to 50 weight in a transmission because the temperature is 150 degrees outside, we go into SAP, make that change, and then by the end of the day, it gets uploaded to Polaris. So when the next sample hits the lab, they know that they're expecting 50 weight to come into that in that bottle. So the data, I think, is one of the most critical things. It'll keep you from spending a lot of time chasing problems that may or may not really exist in your equipment. If it's kind of a garbage in, garbage out scenario with the data. If we provide bad information to Polaris, then more than likely the data that we get back from Polaris is not going to be reliable.
Tim, you've shared a lot of great information today. You talked about extended drain intervals, reducing downtime, the importance of communicating and showing the value of fluid analysis to your team, and then lastly about integrating and connecting the data within your system. That's a lot of good information for our viewers. Thank you for taking the time to join us in Champion Chats.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all having me.
We're glad to have you here. And for all of you watching Champion Chats, thank you. And to learn more about how we help companies save more of their equipment and increase their uptime, visit us at polarislabs.com. See you soon.